Buffalo, at that time, was knocked from the undefeated rank. They were actually embarrassed in that ball game. Well, 3 months later at Rich Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, Buffalo had the Chiefs on their turf. They played it at their pace, and they had the Chiefs at their mercy. Here we go in front of 80,000 plus. Bill No Mas says, Butch, you're shaking, rattling, and rolling. Get the helmet off. Fred Jones nails Clifford Hicks. Chiefs trying to come and hitting hard. But portent of what was to come, first play of the game, Tim Grunhard, the center, steps on Steve DeBerg. Nice play action, though. The entire Chiefs defensive front, are they anxious? Are they anxious or what? Rob Thomas is trapped, and Grunhard, come on, Tim, you can't do this, and pull him for a first down. Hits a flag instead. Bills took a while to get going, but late in the first quarter, Jim Kelly, hey, James Lofton is healthy. Why don't I go to him for 15 yards? Jim Kelly says, hey, Don Beebe's healthy. Why don't I go to him for 19 yards? Hey, like every other week, Andre Reed is healthy. Why don't I go to him for 25 yards? Touchdown, late first, 7-0, Buffalo. And as the crowd is excited, Pearson was beaten, Tom.
Yeah, Chris, as Joe has explained to me many times, when you spread the offense like this, hard to guess at what a receiver's going to do. Here, Reed blows right by J.C. Pearson for the touchdown.
Kelly continued to go to his newfound old friends. Beebe beats Eric Everett. And then, with Irvin Randall blitzing, Kelly lobs it to Thermal Thomas for 5 yards, and a good read by Jim Kelly, Joe.
Yeah, right in the circle. You see Randall. Of course, Kelly says, I know where you are. You're going to move. It doesn't matter. I don't want it. Here, Thurman, you take it. And Thurman puts his head right in Duran's 2-0. And if he still gets the game.
Duran played a big game today, though, in a losing effort. Now, who knows what evil lurks? The shadow does. Thurman moves left. Kelly steps up. Andre Reed is open. Right down the middle. It's a touchdown. 53 yards, and it's 14-0, the Buffalo Bills.
The man in the circle this time is Duran Cherry. What happens when they commit to the blitz? He knows he has Thurman Thomas in coverage. Thomas blocks, but it's too late. Andre Reed's gone by him.
Reed in the first half. This would be his game stats. 4 receptions, pair of touchdowns. Yeah, we'll buy you, Andre, a pina colada at the Pro Bowl. 19-28, Kelly in the first half for 245 yards. Finished just shy of 300. One of those interceptions, not his fault. Keith McKellar is picked. Lonnie Kmart picks it. And then Eric Everett comes up with the football. And Tommy, you practice this, don't you?
Yeah, every defense practices a tip drill, Chris. You won't see it run much better than this. The last guy has to focus on catching the ball.
But the Chiefs couldn't convert it into points with the score 14-0 still. Kelly, but Kevin Ross almost made it 14-7, but could not. What about the Bills defense? Walt Core, defensive coordinator, hoping Buffalo could stick the Kansas City running attack. Barry Word, never a discouraging word, says Cornelius Bennett. Bennett throws Jonathan Hayes aside, make him feel like Purple Hayes, and he stops Word again. Chiefs rushing in the first half today, 51 yards back in week 6 when they won 117. So they know that threesome is in trouble late in the first half. And rushing beats Derek Graham. And along with Jeff Wright, they nail the gutsy veteran Steve DeBerg. Berge is a gamer, tried to keep going, but sprained ligaments in his right thumb. So DeBerg had to leave. And late in the first half, it was the turn of the pickle, Mark Vlasic. And he immediately was in a pickle. Leonard Smith on the blitz.
Yeah, and this is so Marty Schottenheimer like throwing the ball inside your own 20-yard line.
It didn't work. Neither did anything else in the first half. 17-0 Bills at halftime. Second half, the Chiefs' troubles continue. The first play, Harvey Way, but Jonathan Hayes falls on it, so they dodge a bullet. Or do they? Next play, Vlasic picked off. One of 2 interceptions on the day by Kirby's Jackson. 4 in all. James Lofton says, we got the ball. Why don't you throw it to me? Okay, I haven't caught a touchdown for a while. Here you go, says Jim Kelly. 10-yard touchdown. The Bills lead 24-0.
This is great coordination between Lofton and Kelly. Our own quarterback, Joe Theismann, will analyze this later on.
Well, the nose tackle of the Chiefs, Dan Salamua, was in shock, but unfortunately for him and the Chiefs, it was.
We're going to continue play.
Not what they wanted to hear. Certainly not Mark Vlasic. Completed 13 passes. These weren't some of them. Burden, incomplete. Burden, incomplete. Burden, incomplete. Of those 13 completions, 4 of them were to Buffalo Bills. Here's one to pick off by Clifford Hicks. Scott Norwood. He had a big day. Kicked 3 field goals. All in all, the Bills chopped the Chiefs big time. 37-14. The Bills 8-1 at home this year. Thurman Thomas ran for 100 yards. All told, 448 yards for Buffalo. Only 213 for the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bills ran 87 plays. After the game, Andrew Kramer spoke to some of the victorious Bills.
Thanks very much, Chris. With the wisecracking Jim Kelly over here, good day for him, obviously. 273 yards, 3 touchdowns. Why so much success audibling today, Jim?
Well, by watching a lot of film, we knew exactly what we had to do, and just matter of getting in the right play at the right time. But without a doubt, for those people who watched last a couple months ago's Kansas City game, they saw I didn't have much time to throw, and that was the key today. The whole 5 offensive linemen, they did one heck of a job.
Well, obviously, it's a real disappointment to our football team and our organization to come in here and not perform any better than we did. Clearly, it's a damn fine Buffalo football team and a tremendous gathering of fans.
The crowd noise was the loudest I've ever seen, you know, during my career, and it was definitely a factor. You know, if we'd have beat them today, we would have had to play much better than them with the, you know, to overcome the crowd noise.
But I want to tell you one thing: when you plant the grapes and you harvest them, you deserve to taste the wine, baby. And I'm going to taste that wine today. You can bet on that.
Drinking wine, Spodioti drinking wine. This time, the Chiefs' offense rushed for only 77 yards. Time of possession, 25 minutes, almost 26 minutes. The last time they played, that blowout that Kansas City had over the Bills, little different story. No wonder the defensive players and staff are sipping a little wine. You don't want to drink any wine before it is time. Joe.